We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Three down. Watch twins. Hey.
On third down, Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 11. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Ready. 70, Indy. Yeah.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
22-jet bomber.
Marino will throw. Got an open man. It's Scott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Go. Look at me. Zipper.
Now Marino to throw it. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Let's go.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the carry, this is Scott. And some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Let's go, baby.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This a quick pass to Davis. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Okay, ready? 2, hey, wahoo! Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Choose the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Get it.
On 3rd down, Marino. This will be caught just inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. X3. 218, jump.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Watch out. 61, matchbox, light. 5.
They'll run with Scott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Boston Scott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Give me some. Give me some.
Back to Mixon on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Set. Now the wolf. Like 5-4. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
And first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And he fields it cleanly. Oh, what a move. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make... Now Marino coughs it up. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, check. 3.
Steelers, nothing.
Second and 13. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, look.
They'll look to throw here. eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ready up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Turn up. Kill, turn up. Smooth. 2.
Here's Marino to throw. Completes it to Davis. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Here we go.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
80 weapons. Yo, cheetah. Snap.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Set.
Rip right. I got 83. Single.
On 2nd and 9, Marino. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Ravens.
Let's go now.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Speed driven.
Here we go again with Marino. The screen pass here to Cohen. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
To the right.
To throw again is Marino. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Raven first down.
Ready. 8, read. Squeeze, double. Hey, Haywood. 2, right, 2. Yo, go. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Marino. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check. Protein spell.
Again, it's Marino. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
High 7. Good.
Marino looks to toss it again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go, Z, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Switch.
2nd and 2. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch left. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Got it. Mike 51. Come off the ball. Come on. Hands in. Keep moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get that. 50. 51's the Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 51's the Mike, boy. 51. On the ball. Shut up.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
A gain on the play. That's good for a Steelers.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Right there, 54, right there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of. And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've.
down. 60 Pittsburgh. Show it. Show it. Shoot.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
General West. Hey, Charlie.
Out of the gun, it's Marino. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
You got three down.
Kill. Roll out.
From the shotgun, Murillo. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
Three down.
Hey, lock it. Crunch. Snap.
First down, Marino. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, the incompletion yet. But maybe here, not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
3 down.
Hey, Zoom. Yep.
36.
Hey, Sam off.
They snap the ball at 1. Now Marino. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the Ravens' 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Two times. Out. Three down. Out. Go.
Now Mixon. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Topper! Hey!
They try again with Cohen.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go!
This is Cohen on the toss, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
Come on, set. 10-2 start. I got one. Check safety. Look at me. Go, get it.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Hey. Look. Squeeze. Bravo. Choose the mic.
To throw is Marino. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
At their 49-yard line.
Ready, take, read. X3, 218, chopper.
Check 37. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Shoot.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Serious right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, Alpha.
2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Let's go.
Marino here from the gun. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Set up. 18, Gator.
Here we go, D.
61, Matchbox Light.
On first down, it's Cohen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready to break.
Yeah, let's get sandwich. Strong left. Strong left. Strong left. Hey, 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 we got 3 down, 3 down. Shift. Watch the shift.
Snap.
Again, it's Cohen. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game.